So at the DC Super Show, Monteverde kindly gifted me this lovely little MVP in diamond, which is the crystal clear version. And I was going to ink it up just normally. And then I remembered that last year they sent me this. And this is a Monteverde / Conklin number 5 flex nib, which they were selling open stock on the website. And I've just had this in my collection. I haven't put it in anything. And I think this is the perfect pen. This is a number 5, so it should fit without an issue. And we're just using my lovely Colotino pen rest. This is a fine nib that I'm just going to unscrew. Hopefully the threading's the same and I don't have to pull nibs from feeds, but we'll figure that out in a moment. Is the threading the same? Yes, it is. Glorious. All right, so this is going to get threaded into here and tightened down. Make sure that feed's still in alignment. It's not quite, but it's also not awful. That's better. Cool. All right, this is going to go in an empty sample vial. And now I'm probably going to eyedropper this pen properly. So it does already have a little O-ring installed, so I don't have to worry about adding an O-ring. I did grab O-rings just in case, but it does already have one. It's little, it's clear, it's right there. This pen does have this metal looking section, but I have confirmed with Monteverde that this pen can be eyedroppered. So let's set this down and grab some silicone grease. You can pick this up at a whole bunch of places. I don't actually know where I got mine. I got mine last year at Chicago from the Inky Nib. I always like to be quite liberal with my silicone grease. Sure, dump your finger in silicone grease. That's not annoying at all. I love silicone grease under my fingernail. Does this need silicone grease if it already has an O-ring? Probably not. But I figure if I'm eyedropping this for a flex nib, we're going to do this properly. Okay. We are silicone greased. I now have nowhere to set you down. There we go. Cool. Ink-wise, it's September. If you've been around for a while, you'll know September's Pediatric Cancer Awareness Month. Even if you haven't, you might know that lovely fun fact. So I was going back and forth over which gold to put into it. I think, though, Sand Between Your Toes is more gold, and I don't currently have it in a pen, so it feels right. So I think that's what's going in this pen. Plus, I have a massive bottle of it, thanks to a YouTube person who sent me their bottle. So, it's a Cult Pens exclusive color. It is by far my favorite Diamine exclusive ink. I think, though, I guess an argument could be made that Bloody Brexit is also a great color. That being said, it does have a normal Diamine cap, so I do need a grippy to open it. Right, we'll open. I had a pipette. A pipette comes with this pen. How have I lost my pipette? I have found my pipette. So, a pipette comes with this pen, because this pen is meant to be eyedroppered. And just like that, I've got ink in the threads. Of course I do. That is what the last clean Q-tip was for. So there we go. Let's grab our silicone greased section. We're not quite full. We have an air pocket. I would rather have an air pocket than be over full and make a mess. Let's clean any of that silicone grease. And now what we're going to do, we're actually going to flip this upside down in a sample vial because I want to saturate that nib and feed. I've eyedroppered it and I want that ink to flow, and so I find the easiest way to make that happen really quickly is to flip it upside down and then it flows. You don't have to wait around. So now we know the pen is working. Let's grab some paper. All right, I have screwed the cap on. It was just a little bit light. So it's definitely flexy. I would describe it as a very stiff flex. It is fun though. Like, it's not as pronounced as like a brush pen is, but you can get a very nice downstroke and then this light up. And I have a feeling like this is a nib that I will get. It does not write reverse. Get in nib friends to tune. I would get somebody to tune it and make it a little bit wetter. Yeah. It also could be a paper thing. Do I have other paper? All right, I hate it, but I've grabbed the back of a sheet of Tomoe River I used for another project. Oh yeah, the flex is definitely more prominent on here. I think my other paper just absorbs too much ink too quickly. Yeah. So I would say it is super fun. I would probably use it with a wetter ink and on something like Tomoe River that absorbs ink less quickly. As much as I love the Endless Regalia paper, it's just absorbing ink a little too fast for this pen and ink combo and nib combo. That being said, it's a very nice pocket pen size. It is a very satisfying pen to eyedropper, and you don't need that many supplies. It's already got the O-ring there, so you probably don't really need to silicone grease it as well. I like the twist on the back. And I also really like that Monteverde stocks some of those like less common nibs. I haven't seen a number 5 flex very often. Most of the time it's a number 6 or number 8. And so it is nice to be able to buy that nib open stock and be able to play with it. So let me know down below if you have any questions. As always, thanks so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.